Alright. Hello, welcome to a Path of Titans stream. I haven't done one of these in a bit. For like a month. Today, we are going to be playing as my favorite little dude, Dryo. And I'm so sad. My thumbnail came out so choppy and freaking crispy. It's freaking crunched as shit, but we're just gonna play. If you want to know what server I'm on, I am playing on Sastre Island because it's cool. I like it. It's got nice mods and decent growth time for most everything, and we are actually starting off in a pretty great biome. So let's grow, I suppose. My goal today? Harass people. This mushroom is bigger than my head. This UI, bruh. Whee! Whee! Oh damn, that takes all my stamina to jump. Look at this innocent little goober, he can do no wrong. There's some succulent. Dun 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 dun. Scan. Scanning. Oh, I ran past some. And it looks like someone just used the waystone, so there's probably already someone to mess with. I wonder if they're still nearby. Probably not. Those things take a while to recharge, and it's already recharged by nearly a quarter, just over a quarter. I don't know why I said nearly. Well, it is nearly a quarter, but nearly usually means it's not quite there yet. So I don't know what I'm saying. What am I saying? Who are you? Who am I? I don't know. That's hard to discern. Although what I do know is that there's probably some mushrooms that I can deliver to the waystone. And oh, there goes all my stamina in one jump. Time to relax and grow a little bit. Oh, darn. No mushroom diet. Oh, these? Oh, I thought they were button mushrooms. That's funny. Meow. Oh, only 50? I thought that gave more. I think that's like the new distant roar thing that they gave some of the bigger dinos, like Tyrannotitan. And oh, I should probably apologize in advance if I have the super jitters because I have, as of late, recently, quite soon, in fact, consumed an excessive amount of caffeine. So I'm playing the perfect dinosaur for such an occasion. I still can't see them. Yoink. Got to power up the waystone. Stick my entire body inside the stone. It'll be the only time I ever be inside something. But this isn't really giving me any growth, is it? Kick or leap. Increases jump height alongside air control and reduces fall damage. I want it. Tiger nuts, I can do that instead. Let's go ahead and get some of our abilities. And let's go grab those tiger nuts. Ooh, listen to that. That sounds so cool. I may have gotten so much jitters that I ended up spilling coffee on my shirt. So I can continue to smell the caffeine. Meow. Holy crap. Boing! Did I take a tiny amount of fall damage from my own jump height? These nuts are bigger than my face. That sounds like a Tyrannotitan, if I'm gonna be honest with you. I was playing Path of Titans yesterday, just a little bit, and I was growing another Styrak on this server, and it is so much fun to play with PvP. I wish I was... Actually, I do have an in-game recording, but I don't have a an actual recording to show you guys. Though I think I can probably spectate myself. Let's go exploring. Oh, there he is. I wonder if we can be annoying just a little bit. Be a little nuisance. So, oh, that's a aloe. Or is that a Torvo? I don't know. It's hard to tell. There are a couple rules on the Sastray Island server. You can't third party, you can't mix diet, and just be a decent person. One of the general rules. But you can revenge kill, you can uh, be pretty mean. I'm gonna get you. You better run. You come here. Fight me. Ouch. Oh, he's gonna try to chase me now. Little does he know that I am the hide and seek champion. Oh, damn. I'm already sub? Paddling legs or digger? Little arms to help Dryo dig for food. Eat faster. Yes. Oh yeah, I need to sleep. Oh boy, I sure do hope that no pterodactyl comes to eat me. Stack up more food by 30% and increase stamina. Increase bleed and venom heal rate. Stamina. Oh, poo. Tail, light tail, 5% speed, 10% turn. I think I'm feeling like juking people today. But I will get healing squeak because that is important to the entire core of Dryo gameplay. Let's go build a nest. Oh! Mud, roots, and reeds. I don't remember where that all is at. But if I try to build the nest and I go this way, maybe there will be enough resources. No. I don't think there will be. Nom nom nom. Let's see. Skins wise. Chalupa. Chimera piebald? Dr. Hypo Lavender? Semi-exanthic? Cottontail? I don't know what all those mean, but they mean they must mean something to somebody. Not me. Oh, but look at me. I've got lipstick. Oh, I'm beautiful. I go so fast sometimes, it's hard to slow down, so I have to press X in order to slow down faster. That's a big old predator. Hello, Predator. You're not gonna get me with a wing beat. You're not gonna get me at all. You're too slow. And now, the intrepid Dryo can collect his flowers in peace. Oh, that would be so cool. Me thinking about a David Attenborough like style documentary makes me think about the bowerbirds. And it would be so cool to see like tiny dinosaurs like Dryo or Deinonychus. Well, Deinonychus is not tiny by any means, but small-ish bird-like dinosaurs building stuff like bowers to attract a partner. That would be very cute. Darn it. Nyong. Let's see. I need reeds, so I need to be nearby water. I need mud and roots. If I remember right, there are roots here in Desolate Pass. Yep, there's roots right there. And there should be reeds. Oh, there's reeds at the river, but there's no mud. Mud is in the swamp. So maybe I should build the nest in the swamp? Because there's all three things there in the swamp. Hello. This is okay. Can I unlock it? Yes. Put that on, put that on. Whee! And I'm an adult already. So let's see. Senses? Escape artist. Focused on only escaping rather than fighting. Increases speed. Both drawbacks of negative 5% damage output. And that. Evader. Focuses on evasion. Increases turn radius. Yes. I want that one. And with that, my kit is complete. So I guess I don't really need a nest, do I? My kit is complete. Although I wish I'd had some more offensive moves besides just a bite and a kick, because my entire evadist or evasion style of gameplay completely relies on being able to do horrible jukes like this. Whee! Oh my god. I didn't think about this. But there are the new semi-aquatic AI that could completely destroy me right now. I am not but a fragile babe within the deadly swamp. Hello, Dr. Zero. I'm good. How are you? We're being Dryo today. We're being a problem. We're being a menace. A little, a little problem causer to society. We gotta pick a skin, though. Can't just rock default the entire day. And I don't know where the flowers are. So I'm just going to leave. Bye, Sharptooth Marsh. How are you doing today, though, Doctor? And do you think I should be working on, like, say, uh, a model themed after my merfolk persona? You're starting another campaign? Bold, now aren't we? I can probably do that. Probably I could get started this afternoon. Although, I haven't figured out how to import some kind of tail model for Vroid. Oh, you're a player in this one. Okay, that makes all the difference. You get to relax and you get to be one of the people that causes the problems for the DM. I was not paying attention to my screen. Oh, yeah, did you guys want to see what happened to Impact Crater? It's pretty desolate now, though it looks way better. It looks cooler, but it's desolate and completely lifeless. Um, I like Dragon. Dragon is cool. I like Dragon. You can be a Centaur Dragon. Mouse. Purple. Bah humbug. Merfolk is always a good option. The spotty ones, like Chalupa. That's a lot of work to get this skin. Or Uchi. It's very pretty, I'll give it that. Yeah, I think I'll try to get Uchi. Or the camouflage one. I like camouflage. Mostly because the camouflage one reminds me of back in the old days when I was an Isle Dryo player. There's also this one. This one looks pretty cool. Tropic. Raccoon. Which one looks more like a... Oh, yeah. I could be a raccoon. Raccoon Dryo. But I got to get water now. We must get the sip sips. Yes, very rude. Every adventure should be completely okay with housing an aquatic race. Although I'm pretty sure you could be something like a Sahuagin. Hey James! Welcome to the stream. Look, there's the mighty Tyrannosaurus. Behold, the king of all beasts, patrolling their territory, trying to stay hidden from their super predator. Wait, can I eat bones? I can eat bones. Look, you're number 2, James. Oh, wait, now you're number 1. That's okay. Behold, Squeak Bone Snapper. Delicious. That will be your bones when I'm done with you. Oh, I can also eat mushrooms. Nom, 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 nom. Oh, braces? Well, that's good. Want your teeth to be nice and straight. Your reign has come to an end. Yeah. I remember when I got braces for the first time, I thought it was going to be like a 2-year thing, but then 2 years turned into 4 years, and then 4 years turned into 6 years of braces, and it was the worst. I feel bad for anyone who tries to come and grab me, because I can instantly launch myself a 15-foot vertical. Like this. There's a Pachyrhino! I love Pachyrhino. Friend! Why is he mean? Oh, hey, there's the Quetzal. And there's the Rexes. Hello. Yes, there are several spine lizards. It's mine now. This Deinosuchus skull is mine. Sastre Island. Oh, and another great thing, an amazing thing actually, is Path of Titans added a queue system. So you can actually like get into a server without needing to spam the join button. Yes, Rune, Skull Taker. Bone Snapper. Master of Carnage. This skull belongs to me. Feed and grow fish. That's a name I haven't heard in ages, dude. I have actually a couple feed and grow fish videos up on my channel if you're caring to watch them. They're really old though. Damn it. Oh, look at that. I'm a parkour pro. So basically how this game works, for right now, because I'm pretty sure that they're trying to do a quest overhaul is what they want to do. Basically, you have quests. These quests say, gather 50 acorns. You complete this quest, you gain a little bit of growth time, and you also gain points called marks. Marks allow you to unlock things like skins or abilities, and then you assign those abilities, or you unlock a skin just like this, and then you can like customize it. And I can just begin the shed right now. And you'll shed your skin and it'll assign the skin to you. Currently, there's no end game to Path of Titans other than, hey, you're a dinosaur, go do dinosaur things. Fight people. Drink. Eat. Survive. Rack up your points as high as you can. Even though there's no real leaderboard. Oh no. Time to deliver flowers, I guess. Well, I'd think that it would be nice to have more to the game. Well, there is actually more to the game coming. Um, the devs have had uh, game modes in testing for a long time now. King of the Hill, Last Herbivore Standing, which is a zombies kind of game mode, where when you die you become a carnivore and the last herbivore standing wins. There's also hello Platyhystrix. Um, there's also Capture the Flag that's in motion. And those are pretty self-explanatory. You know how those games work. And they're a whole lot more fast-paced and match-based than this. This is sort of like the default experience of Path of Titans, except this one is heavily modded. Official is way slower with growth and progress than this, and it's much more, I guess, kind of a hardcore experience, even though Path of Titans really is not a hardcore experience. Path of Titans is a much more gameplay focused rather than simulation focused kind of game, which is why I think it's nice to think about potentially a sort of end game where there's more to do than just survive. Which is kind of what the game modes are. Like, imagine when they redo the quest system, which they're saying they're absolutely going to do, they're going to add achievements and skins that you can unlock through achievements instead of just unlocking through marks. And you'd probably be able to then use those in the game modes. So you'd have like drip to earn, I guess. Hey dude, look at my dinosaur's sick drip. My epic skin. And they'd be like, dude, that's such an awesome dinosaur skin. That's so cool. Right now, all you really have is your dinosaur. You do quests, you grow, you unlock skins, but you can also go to your home cave, which is exactly what I went to earlier. You can actually customize your own home cave and like decorate your little home. Your food and water doesn't drain, but your health and stamina don't regenerate inside the. Oh, okay, bye, Doc. You shouldn't play Sea of Thieves. You should play Minecraft, and you should play Mermod. You should hop on the pod server and play Minecraft and be the mermaid. Let's upgrade this skin. Alright, how are we going to color this boy? I like striking colors, so maybe black? Orange? Ooh, white is cool too. Blue? I like orange or red, but orange is cool. More black? Maybe a bit of brown, just to shake it up a bit. Ooh, that's kind of cool. But I think tan makes the orange pop a little better. What's this? Oh, that's just a splash of green on the head. There's not too much of a difference, but I think it's enough of a difference that makes it slightly more colorful. And the eye color should be blue. SOT? Oh, Sea of Thieves. Oh, okay. Ooh. Aren't those roars just cool to listen to from far away? And what can't you use? Dino-themed VTuber? Oh, that's pretty cool. Bedrock FNAF mod for the first time. Oh, nice. I don't know. I'm thinking that I should probably meet people on my own, go at my own pace to whether to open up to more people or not. Sounds like a slightly me-friendly way to do things. Oh my god. Oh, they're mid-fight. I can't interrupt. Dryo! Yay! Friend! Whee! I'm hungry though. Oh. That's okay though. A dandelion. Must be the last one of the season. I'm so scared to drink at this water. Nope! Not gonna happen. Nyum. 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 Whee! Hello. This is the perfect creature to play as while hyper caffeinated. That's a Sachi. Damn. Fat ass can fly. Pebble! Another jumpy friend! Oh, they're in combat. Whee! 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 Meow. Consume. Are are you serious, Dinon? Oh, this is nowhere even close. Don't involve me. You don't want to involve Squeak, Bone Snapper, Flesh Taker. Watch this. Whee! I literally vault over 2 T-Rexes! Is that an orca? Or a leviathan? Hello! Look at the nonsense going on around here. Oh my god, you know what? So such a massive animal must have just like accidentally eaten bird nests from time to time. Imagine you're like a baby bird in its nest, just chilling, and one of these things thinks that you're like a leaf. And he goes, ah, and you're just gone. Whee! It would be so much fun to just like walk on top of other dinosaurs. I feel the most kinship with these feathered friends. Well, that's no good. Goodbye, Pebble. That Anno probably does not want to be trading with Rexes. friend? Friend! Did they kill the pebble? Where did the pebble go? Hello! Sins. Oh, yeah. We already have evidence of mixed species traveling together in the same dinosaur trackways. There was actually a recent study published about it, how a herd of ceratopsians was joined by an ankylosaur of some sort. Whee! Can I join you? Allow me to join you, so I can give you heals and follow you into battle. Whee! Whee! My hyper caffeinated ass right now. Zoom. This is what happens when a twink gets the zoomies. That's a megalania. That is actually terrifying. Whee! Not when I have the high ground, though. Ha! Look at him. 4 legs user. I do play official servers sometimes. Funny enough, would you believe it? My heritage is Norwegian, so that's cool. Nuts. Right. Will you be my friend? Yay! I have friend!
Scratch, scratch, scratch.
They don't know I'm streaming. Whee! Do 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 do. Whee! Oh yeah, that is a Leviathan. A Leviathan. I really like the Therazinos. I think they're cool. Whee! Ouch. My tiny ankles. Oh. Bird. Oh, I can eat him. I am Squeak, flesh taker. I can't take it though. Whee! Are we thirsty? What are they all doing? I do gotta say, I like Grand Plains a whole lot more now. Oh. Just gonna eat his meal right in front of him. Flowers. Yep, I've been eating the berries again. Well, actually, the pink lipstick happens whenever you eat like meat or berries. Is it fight time? Oh, it's with the Megalania. Ah. I got stepped on. I have Forehead, the Styrac. Pipsqueak, the Psittacosaurus. Chunky. Chuck. Pharos. My favorite, Slippy. Look at his stupid face. I have a Karako. Loki, Myonapado. I've got this weirdo. Iguanodon. Quickfoot. And an Anki. But I think the caffeine is wearing off. Yeah, this is a giant salamander. It's a modded creature. This is a mod, this is a mod, this is a mod, this is official, this is official, official, mod, official, mod. Let's be Mr. Chunk. Ability refund. Oh, did dude get a rework? Heavy bite. Swamp monster. Why am I in hoodoos though? Look at me, Mr. Chonky. He hustling. Oh lord, he coming. I should probably switch up my build for something mobility related. If I need to travel a bunch. Slow food drain and very slow water drain. That sounds better. Roamer, increase trot speed. Max stamina, stamina recovery. Max stamina. Tachi Eye? Dash forward in a straight line dealing light damage and heavy knockback. Turning speed will be boosted by 5% for a short time. If the attack successfully makes contact, stacking twice. Bite, counterattack. When taking damage, overall defensive capabilities will progressively increase. Okay. So this creature is quite a chunkster. It is a Triassic animal called Elissowiccia, and it is a more basal synapsid, kind of like us. Did you know that you're a synapsid? So behind your eye, like around eye level, between your eye and your ear, or well, like just in front of your ear, that little bump of cartilage on your ear, go a little bit in front of it, and still yet behind your eye, and go up and down. Feel up and down with your finger. That ridge that your finger is going over, that you can pinch, that ridge of bone on your skull, that you can almost pinch, that is right in front of your ear hole. That is your synapse. That is what defines you and all mammals as synapsids. Millions and millions of years ago, synapsids diverged from other proto-reptiles and became their own thing. Synapsids were, for a lack of a better term, mammal-like reptiles. See this reptile? Or, well, reptile-esque creature? It is very mammal-like. It has its limbs directly under its body. It's got one massive fused head and one massive fused jaw. Those are things that define mammals. And that little piece of bone that I pointed out to you, that is right in front of your ear hole, which is a little ridge on your skull, is called your synapse. That synapse is the defining feature of a synapsid. This does not mean that a creature like Lissowiccia is our ancestor. Obviously not. These guys diverged from more basal synapsids a long time ago, generations upon generations, before the first true mammals ever came. But they are a distant cousin, and you are probably more related to Lissowiccia than you are to, say, a crocodile. Let's chow down. Nom 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 nom. I could go on. So, do take everything I say with a grain of salt, because my memory is not the best. But for the most part, what I've said is agreed upon by many people who believe in the theory of evolution. Well, anyone who even thinks about Lissowiccia and other early synapsids. So, talking about the Triassic and what it was like, Lissowiccia is what it is because in the Triassic, we still had much of Pangea still around. A lot of the continents were still fused. And because a lot of the continents were still fused, there was a large portion of land that was not nearby the ocean whatsoever. And this large area of land that was far away from any sort of rainfall or ocean humidity, the area around said place was incredibly dry. Kind of like this environment here. And Lissowiccia and other animals like it that shared its environment had to have thick skin to prevent water from, or to prevent their dehydration, as well as robust bodies to be able to fend off predators and scale rough terrain and do all sorts of things. Animals needed to be incredibly hardy during these Triassic days when life was very much so not easy. So when you're a creature like Lysowichia that needs to uh, be able to eat anything of sustenance in this dry and terrible environment, you need to have a wide mouth to scoop up lots of food in a short amount of time, and you need a tough beak to be able to crunch and munch anything and everything. So you have this huge head with strong jaws, a big, durable body, and potentially a foul temper to be able to protect yourself from the innumerable amount of predators that probably want to consume your flesh and the water within your body. I just love prehistory. It's so cool. So, another synapsid that was relatively closely related to Lysowichia is called Lystrosaurus. If you play Ark, you probably know what Lystrosaurus is. In short, Lystrosaurus was such a hardy animal that could reproduce so quickly, it's probably one of the most common vertebrate fossils from the Triassic or uh, end Permian time. Because creatures like Lystrosaurus became creatures like Lysowichia. That's how so many synapsids actually survived the Great Dying. Oh, I should talk to you guys about the Great Dying more. Um, Not only is the Great Dying possibly one of the craziest extinctions to talk about in prehistory, it is also one of the biggest. Close to 99.1% of all living species is supposed to have been eliminated from the planet because of how awful things got for life. Um, Going into greater detail, the mass extinction was caused to what we think was a large scale uh, chain of eruptions that completely destroyed the environment, making the planet nearly uninhabitable. Yeah, so alongside the KT extinction, which was the end Cretaceous extinction that ended most of the dinosaurs, um, it wasn't just like some meteorite that instantly ended everything. It wasn't anything like that. Usually, mass extinctions are caused by several different factors, all leading up to immense habitat destruction. Sort of like what's happening in modern day, how human activity can destroy so much natural habitat and create such a huge problem for native species everywhere. There's a herbivore. Maybe they're friendly. So, like, when I talk about the Great Dying and how, like, 99.1% of all life going extinct, um, so one thing happens, right? The Siberian traps, they all erupt. It's a massive chain of eruptions, one volcano after another, spewing out dust, ash, lava, and volcanic gases into the atmosphere, completely laying waste to an entire section of land. Combine that with the after effects of so much volcanic gas, ash, and dust blocking out the sun, lots of plants die off. The toxins from deep inside the earth poisoning most, if not all, the water nearby, as well as causing the oceans to become heavily acidic from all the ash and the sulfuric gas, killed off a ton of marine life. And uh, for someone like me, anyway, it's incredibly sad to think about because I just I love animals so much, and thinking about how many creatures were just completely lost to time because of one little thing that caused a cascade of events to complete destruction, nearly wiping out life as we know it. All vertebrates could have been completely ended if we didn't have small generalists that could take advantage of a depleted world to fill in new niches. This is how the dinosaurs started their takeover, was the Permian extinction, or the Great Dying. Without the Great Dying, we would have never had the dinosaur era, potentially. And I mean, large synapsids like Lissowichia did survive into the Triassic period, and they diversified and had a little bounce back. But at the end of the Triassic, things were just still so hard, and they were facing new competition from dinosaurs, that they eventually got outcompeted and we never got to see them again. Like, we'll probably never see another creature like Lissowichia ever again, which is kind of sad, but we still have animals that are Lissowichia adjacent, like hippos. Oh yeah, the continents splitting more? That's actually not too bad of a thing. You see, as the continents split up, new oceans are opened up, and that those large bodies of water can deliver much needed hydration and humidity to new areas, and it allowed well, water is the source of life, as you know, and more hydration in more places equals more biodiversity. That's why places like the rainforest are probably the most diversely dense habitats on planet Earth. And that's why the oceans are literally the most diversity dense uh, locations on the entire planet. You will never see a place that is more concentrated with different species than probably a body of water. Because everything that lives needs water. I love being this big chonky boy. What else to talk about? Hmm, I think that gets the point across pretty well. Now, don't take this as like all you need is water, and in and that automatically means heavy biodiversity. That's not exactly how that works, but without water, heavy biodiversity probably wouldn't happen at all. Slightly true. Even though we think that Lissowichia was probably a really good swimmer, like how the modders made it for this game, and that it could probably survive in heavily wetland habitats. Um, the splitting of the continents, making the world less of a hothouse and have more humidity spread around throughout the planet, probably contributed to a much heavier diversity of life where there's more space for more living things to make new niches and new habitats to explore. New organisms evolve, and some of them are better well adapted for certain situations that previous species were not. And that's the coolest thing about life, is that there's no such thing as de-evolution. Lissowichia may be a pretty primitive animal by uh, our standard, or our not our standard, but from our perspective, from how late in Earth's history and how new we are. We must feel pretty special. I mean, we have creationism after all. And however, if we were put into a situation where Lissowichia was perfectly adapted to that we were not, I'm pretty sure that a human would not do so well. Evolution is always and has always been about circumstance and a lot of luck. There's no destiny involved. There's no grander purpose to it. There's no written rules. There's only suggestions, luck, and circumstance. You do what you have to do. And that's really the only truth there is to it. If we were in Lissowichia's position, we would not do very well. And that's just how that works. Lissowichia would be more advanced for the situation than we would be. Although I'm pretty sure if you put Lissowichia and something like a hippo in the same environment, I'm pretty sure a hippo might adapt and be better suited for the environment. But again, that's just circumstance. The thing that I mentioned about water reminded you about how funny it is that owls aren't water resistant. Oh yeah, owls are so uh, you know why they're not water resistant? If I grow a hand on my thigh. Yeah, so owls don't have the oil on their feathers that allows feathers to stay dry. This is because they want their feathers to be soft and um, to aid in their silence. But yes, and I can't help but keep thinking about how amazing this all is. Another thing that comes to mind every time I think about animals and prehistory and the story of life on our planet, the idea that T-Rex is closer in time to us than T-Rex is to Stegosaurus is absolutely mind-boggling. That's how long dinosaurs were dominant with their own biodiversity on the planet as megafauna. Obviously, it's not humans, it's not dinosaurs, it's not mammals in general at all. It's not even reptiles or birds or anything like that. It's fucking insects. Insects are probably the most biodiverse and innumerable species on the planet. I just called all insects a species, but no, that's not a thing. That's not how that works. But there are more species of insects than anything else on the planet. You could take everything else combined and it still would not reach the amount of different kinds of insects that we have on this planet. And that is wild. Yeah, dude. The fact that such a small creature is the true overlord of this planet and most successful creatures of all is, I mean, now that when you stop to think about it, rather expected. Because obviously they're small, they reproduce quickly, they can eat like what, fucking tree bark and be fine. Insects are freaking amazing, dude. There are more species of beetle than every mammal on the planet. Almost. Oh yeah, the size that arthropods got to back in the Carboniferous period, where a lot of Pangea was split up, or well, Pangea hadn't formed perfectly yet, I'm pretty sure. So there was a ton, like an absolute ton of coastal swamps for tons and tons of swamp happenings. So there was a bunch of humidity in the atmosphere, and there was also a ton of oxygen because there weren't any bacteria that could break down cellulose. So plants just kind of exploded, and there were um, no large herbivores yet on land to eat all those plants. And so all those plants were pumping the atmosphere full of oxygen, so much oxygen that we have recorded plant material that has scorch marks on it enough to suggest that there were rampant wildfires because of the high oxygen density. And it's because the reason why arthropods are so limited like this is because their the system in which how they breathe is dependent on diffusion, just passive diffusion. Because you see, arthropods don't have lungs. They can't go, they can't do that. They have little sphericals in their body. Yeah, size difference. But bugs or arthropods in general, they can't breathe like we do. Some of them try to like undulate their abdomens to try and get air circulation, but they don't have a proper diaphragm to help them take in oxygen. It's rather a simple system that still works, so they don't change it. So they need to absorb oxygen from just the atmosphere, just by existing. And that's why when you keep bugs, you need to have good ventilation for them. And with a higher concentration of oxygen in the atmosphere, that allowed them to intake more oxygen and get bigger as a result. Yeah, those holes in their exoskeleton are called sphericals. At least I'm pretty sure. Hmm. Sounds about right. I just keep thinking how amazing it would be to be face to face with something like an Arthropleura. How awesome would that be? The most massive millipede you could ever imagine. As long as a man is tall. 6 feet. Or possibly even more. That is just nutty to imagine. It probably wouldn't even feel like looking at a bug. It would feel more like looking at a big flat cow, I guess. Well, as an adult, obviously. Uh-oh. I may be walking into a predator den. My life may be in jeopardy, but I will stay in the water. Look at these bozos. Land-bound. Uh-oh. That's a tiny shark. Baby shark, doo 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 doo, baby shark. He's biting me. We've got 2 big chubsters. Giant isopod would be so cool, but also kind of scary because they're not actually bugs at all. They're crustaceans, more closely related to lobsters and crabs, as well as arachnids, actually. I follow my thick brother. Yeah, they're so cool. I used to like go outside and play in my mom's garden. There was always this massive anthill of sugar ants, and I would also find little roly-polies, little isopods in the dirt. They were so cute. I'd pick them up, hold them, and in my hand, and they would unroll and come out of their shell and skitter with their tiny legs on my hand, and it was very nice. Oh, I'm stuck on a rock. Metabolism allows you to eat water plants along with increasing max oxygen. Higher cost of thirst drain. Oh, so I can like only eat water plants? What about reeds? Oh, probably not. What about roots? Yeah, it's really nice. I should probably just switch my diet. Fruits, nuts, and bones with slow food drain. Roots and bones. Okay, do that one. Concavenator TLC is not interesting. Hot take. I know. This is playing as the oddballs that no one plays. Because I like the oddballs. They're so interesting. Concavenator is like a miniature Carcharodontosaurus with like a stupid looking shark fin thing on its back. Styracosaurus easily mogs Concavenator. Alright, have a good day, James. Have a good day. Bye. Fight me, Aro. Fight me. I want to see your Concavenator stack up to my Mr. Chunkster. Or as I like to call him, Big Chunk. I'm on Sastre Island. Come fight me. Ya pansy. Yes, I did. My friend Carmo actually showed me. I'm actually pretty excited about that. I still haven't watched Prehistoric Planet itself, though. So I should probably do that. I don't want to pirate it, but I also don't want to give Apple my money. Because Apple is stinky and they have overpriced phones. I don't know about Pesky, but I sure do like his server. It has fun rules. Helldivers! Yay! Did we finally repel the Illuminate from Earth? Oops. They are not grouped. Blech. Oh well. I think I'm done with Path of Titans. Well, that was a good stream. Bye, everyone. Thank you for joining. Thank you for talking to me. I appreciate you lots. Please appreciate me back by liking the video. It helps me a lot. Mwah.